Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the House Mill and to Three Mills Island. Trouble at the Mill was devised especially for you as part of Andrew and Alyssa's UK wedding. It's an interactive, audio-guided mini-tour / game in which you'll discover a few secrets about this historic place, but you will have to do your part too. There's 5 parts to this game with a challenge at the end of each part relating to some kind of trouble that took place right here. So you'll need to listen up to progress through the game. The main rules are, if you skip any of the audios to try and improve your time, then your team will be eliminated. You must work as a team and move as one, no stragglers please. And you have just 25 minutes to complete the game from when you entered the room. But at the same time, please don't rush or run. Okay then, let's crack on with part 1, Vikings and the River Lee.
You're currently on the grinding floor of the house mill. Make your way to a window and fix your gaze on the water, letting all of the buildings and bridges melt away. Our journey begins on the River Lee more than 1,000 years ago, at a time when rivers and waterways were still the highways of human civilization. To the Norsemen, or people of the north in medieval Europe, the waterways were avenues to commerce and conquest. Through their Viking longships, they terrorized and looted settlements along Europe's coasts and rivers on and off for around 400 years. Imagine a moorhen dashes across the water as a vessel approaches. Drama! Its bow emerging gracefully from the reeds, a long, narrow, light wooden ship appears with details and carvings on its shallow hull. Oars bristle along the side of its entire length, and a cloth sail on a single mast towers above its 30 to 40 rowers, armed to the teeth with battle axes, swords, shields and bludgeons. Alfred the Great was the first to style himself King of the Anglo-Saxons. He's remembered primarily for his military actions against the Danes and successfully defending his kingdom against Viking conquest. And it's on the River Lee where Alfred won his last great victory. The Danes crossed to England in 330 ships, bringing with them wives and children, indicating a meaningful attempt at conquest and colonisation. After several years of skirmishing across England, in 895 AD, the Danes drew their longboats up the River Thames and entered the mouth of the River Lee, opposite where the O2 or Millennium Dome stands today. Alfred created a blockade, trapping the Viking longboats upriver, and the Danes, realizing that they were outmaneuvered, gave up the struggle the following year and fled west, withdrawing back to Scandinavia. Yet the Viking era didn't come to an end until 1066, when Harald Hardrada's Viking invasion was defeated at the Battle of Stamford Bridge by Harold Godwinson, England's last Anglo-Saxon king. But from this victory, Harold was forced to march south immediately to counter another invasion, this one led by William, Duke of Normandy, himself the descendant of the first Viking ruler of Normandy. After defeating the English army at Hastings in 1066, William went on to conquer all England. A survey was commissioned to quantify all the resources he commanded in his new realm. The Domesday Book, as this survey was known, completed in 1086, records that there were 8 tidal water mills on the River Lee, and its branches here at Ham.
Come quickly, there's trouble at the old mill.
Now for your challenge. So you're on the River Lee in Britain's Viking Age. What 8-letter word seems to be the trouble here at this time? Enter your answer on the safe, followed by star or hash to move on to part 2. You'll find a clue next to the safe.